And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the next Etherics live stream. It's good to see you all here once again today for April 15th, 2023. We've had a really incredible morning regarding Etherics. This morning was the pre-order campaign for both the Taurus Bed kit and the custom engraving service as well too. And I'm happy to announce that we've actually sold out the entire Taurus Bed kit pre-order campaign. It was sold out in less than 4 hours. So that's incredible. And that just goes to show me a lot of you guys just want cotton beds, cotton bed kits, right? So that is what I'm going to be working on to get a lot more in the near future. So if by chance you missed the pre-order campaign for the Taurus Bed kit, don't worry, okay? The bed is going to be rolling out, the bed kit I should say. The bed kit is going to be rolling out on May 1st when we debut our brand new website. So we have a brand new website in the making. It's nearly completed and it's 100 times better than the website that's currently available. I've noticed that the website that is currently available is a little bit choppy, right? It's a little bit scattered. But I've hired a really talented group of young professionals that are making an incredible new website. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There's way more discounts available in the new website. There's also a 90-day money-back guarantee for every product on Etherics, right? Other than digital editions, right? So if you're basically getting the digital editions, there's no 90-day guarantee with that. But basically all the physical products are 90-day money-back guarantee. And that is going to be taking place on the new website that is going to be launching here on May 1st. We're also going to have exclusive discounts for students and for veterans as well too. That's going to be on the new website. We're also going to have, again, very special offers. So for example, if you're buying 2 Prana bed kits or 2 Taurus bed kits, you will get the third one 50% off. All right, so we're getting a lot of discounts that are going to be just kind of sticking around for longer periods of time as well too. So it's a much better website and it's going to be super awesome. We're also going to have a very extensive tutorial section. I'm going to be making some new tutorial videos for Etherics this week, basically on every single product we have. So you guys will know exactly how to use these products as they come into the mail. As of right now, we're still using print-on-demand services such as Printify and Yoicall, and our brand new one, which is called Art of Wear. Okay, so Art of Wear is the one that's developing the cotton Taurus bed kits. Okay, they are the only print-on-demand supplier that I've found on the internet that basically offers cotton bed kits. They're the only one. That's insane. There's like hundreds of print-on-demand companies, and the ones that do offer bedding do not offer cotton. They're always polyester. Polyester, 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 right? And Art of Wear is the only one that I have found that actually has cotton. Now, the bad news is they only have the duvet cover and the pillowcases. But with how the Taurus Bed kit is programmed, how it is developed, and how it is coded, you won't actually need a specific Etherics bed sheet for that. Although we will be offering that in the future. But basically, as soon as you put the duvet cover and the pillowcases on your bed, what the codes do within the duvet cover and the pillowcases is they lace the codes into non-Etherics material items. So if you just have a common bed sheet on your bed and you put the duvet cover on and you put the pillowcases on, that common bed sheet is now going to be laced with the codes. So that's the cool thing about the Taurus bed as well too. The Prana bed, which is what we originally called, I'm going to try and get past these terms, guys. I know it's going to be a little bit confusing. So the original bed that we have, the number of the first bed, the original bed, right, that we called the Ether Bed kit, is not going to be called the Ether Bed kit anymore. It's going to be called the Prana bed, okay? That's the one that works with your solar plexus. The brand new Taurus bed that we have is a little bit different. It doesn't actually work with your solar plexus, right? Your solar plexus, of course, is affected. But what it actually does is it works with the center source intelligence of every single cell in your body. So it's almost like, imagine if every single one of your cells in your body just lit up like a Christmas tree, right? You have like the Christmas lights, and you look at every single cell in your body and it lights up at the center. Well, that's the source intelligence there. We are using the collective of that source intelligence within every single cell, every single chakra, and every single acupoint meridian. In biogeometry, they refer to this as the BG3, okay, which basically contains a triad of very high energetic properties of vibrations that make up what they term as the BG3. In this way, for etherics, we use this as what's called the source point. The source point is the energetic of the center of every single cell, of every single chakra, and every single acupoint meridian. That is what's healing your body. That's your power source. So in the prana bed kit, when you're working with the solar plexus, that's the chi, the prana, the ki, the mana, the life force energy. That's what's the power source for the first bed, okay, for the prana bed. For the second bed, the power source is the center of your cells. It is the center of your chakras, and it is the center of your acupoint meridians. So they all come together collectively, and they do form around the solar plexus, but we're not actually using the reserve energy or the sea of chi within the solar plexus. This is exactly why the Taurus bed and the prana bed are able to work together. They work together because now you can actually use the life force energy of the solar plexus, and you can also use the source point within the center of every cell, and working together to really majorly cleanse your body. So they work together in complement. Now, basically with the Taurus bed kit, because I'm going to give you guys just a bit of an overview about how it works, right? Basically, your entire body is affected, okay? So as soon as the duvet cover is over you, as soon as the duvet cover is touching you, as soon as a pillowcase is touching you, your whole body is affected, okay? So it's not to say, oh, Brad, I'm just laying down on my pillowcase, so I guess my head just gets affected. No, 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 no. Your whole body gets affected the minute you just barely touch it and it's on, okay? Now, in the prana bed version, you have what's known as the universal healing mode and the universal sleep mode. There is nothing like that for the Taurus bed, okay? When you activate the Taurus bed, it immediately goes into universal mode, okay? So as soon as you activate it, everybody can go on it, okay? Even if you're just using it for yourself, you can just use it for yourself. But when other people come onto the bed, they are instantly going to use it, which means they do not have to activate it, okay? As long as one person activates it, the entire family can use the Taurus bed, okay? So that's something I've put in. I've decided to put less modes in for the Taurus bed, okay? The only mode it really has is its activation mode and its amplification or reverse amplification mode, okay? It does not have a healing mode, it does not have a sleep mode, it does not have a concentration mode, okay? Because it's all built in, okay? It's all one. So the only time you need to actually make a command to the bed, and you don't have to worry about putting your hand on the flower or putting your hand on a specific symbol, you just put your hand anywhere on the bed kit, okay? Anywhere on the pillow. The two pillows, you're activating each one, of course. We're activating the first pillow, the second pillow, and we're activating the duvet cover. But you don't have to put your hands on the symbol. You just put it anywhere on the duvet cover or on the pillowcases, right? And you just say activate. Activate, activate, activate. That's it. Once you say activate, you're done. You go ahead and you lay down on the Taurus bed, and it starts going to work on you, right? So there's a lot more improvements with the Taurus bed. The prana bed is going to be getting these improvements as well too later on. Right, I'm going to start amping it up a little bit more, but the prana bed will still have modes. Okay, the prana bed is the mode bed, so it still will have a healing mode, it still will have a sleep mode, it still will have a universal mode, it still will have a concentration mode. So that bed is going to stay with having specific modes for it. This one is basically just cutting the mode short. Just it's kind of like an all-in-one, right? So when you need to use it to amplify, right, you're just putting your hand on the bed, increase amplification by 50%, and I can also reverse amplify it. If I'm laying down on the bed, I think, oh my God, this is really strong, and I haven't even amplified it yet, then I can do reverse amplification, okay? So what we would do with that is we would say decrease amplification by minus 50%, okay? So you're actually putting the minuses in. So what you can do is you can put it at half power. You can put it at 1/4 power. You can even put it at 99% less power and just run off 1%, okay? So that too will also be available for the prana bed in the near future as well. So basically you have a full amplification where I can say, okay, increase amplification to 100%, or I can say decrease amplification to minus 99%, okay? So that again has a capability there. So there's a lot of improvements with the Taurus bed. So what does the Taurus bed do? When we lay down on it, what happens? Well, basically what happens is every single cell in your body is being worked on simultaneously with ingrained body maps. Okay? So there's a body map for the head, there's a body map for the neck and the chest, there's a body map for the shoulders and the arms, the hands and the fingers, there's a body map for the abdomen, there's a body map for the back, there's a body map for the groin, the pelvis, there's a body map for the legs, there's a body map for the feet, there's a body map for your bodily systems, there's a body map for your joints. Okay? All of these are body maps. They cover the entire body. There's also body maps for the energetic body or the subtle body at the same time. There's also body maps for emotions. There's body maps for mentalities and behaviors and belief systems. Okay? It is the most advanced bed there is right now. Right? The prana bed is quite advanced as well, but Taurus bed is taking it to the next level. Okay? So we're using the configuration of body maps. Prana bed doesn't do this. Prana bed is just working with your body overall. It's working to clear away ailments. It's basically looking to clear away common diagnoses that we find regarding conditions, very much like the healing code cards. Right, the healing code cards have that embedded into it, and the prana bed is basically the equivalent of the healing code cards all in one, okay, with a little bit more strength. But the Taurus bed is just very different. It doesn't work with any form of ailments. It's basically discharging the toxicity within a cell, and then it's charging it up so that it forms its natural geometry of a hyperboloid torus, okay? Or basically we could say a toroidal field. So this is why we call it the Taurus bed, okay? Its goal is to bring every cell back into its natural geometry. Of course, there are dead cells, but that gets naturally purged out through the body. But the cells that can be reinvigorated and brought back to life, which is exactly what the Taurus bed does. It can bring dead cells back to life, okay? Which again is revolutionary. This is a very, very, very powerful bed, okay? So the Taurus bed takes it to the next level. Like I said, it's the newest model, right? It's kind of like how you would look at cars, right? Here's the 2019 or here's the 2020. Has a lot more capabilities, has a lot more features to it. Well, that's basically what we're doing. But the difference is you can use both of these beds together. You can use the prana bed and you can use the Taurus bed as well too at the same time. So that is the great news about the Taurus bed. There's still a lot of other great features with it, but I'm going to be doing tutorial videos for the Taurus bed so that you guys can get firsthand the understanding about how this works, how beneficial this is, how it's able to cancel out vertical distortion vibrations within your body. Okay, we have what's known as the vertical waves. This actually goes back into radionics. This goes into radiesthesia. This goes into psionic healing. Biogeometry also talks about this as well too, with what we refer to as vertical waves. Okay, now basically vertical waves are actually what create viruses. They're what create toxins. They're what create radiation within the body. And they're very, very harmful. Now, a lot of us have vertical standing waves in the body that we don't know about. The Taurus bed is specifically designed to go in and eliminate every single one of those vertical waves so that the waves themselves stay horizontal. As they stay horizontal, this is representing refreshment. This is representing reinvigoration, rejuvenation, replenishment, revitalization to the greatest degree. Okay, so this is why when you start working with the Taurus bed, you are going to notice some major improvements with your body, because we're basically covering all the bases. We're covering the bases with your physical body, with your emotional body, with your mental body, with your spiritual body, with all the subtle bodies. They're being worked on. The other amazing thing about the Taurus bed kit is it works with your circadian rhythm. So it's actually able to scan you, know exactly where you are at pertaining to your circadian rhythm, where you're getting closer to a sleep cycle, and it automatically adjusts to help putting you into a restful sleep. So you get a really good night's sleep, and it's helping to encourage you to move into a deeper state of rest, balancing out and stabilizing the brain waves, similar to what the prana bed does as well too. In the prana bed, though, you basically have to set that. You have to set that to sleep mode. With Taurus bed, you don't need to. It reads your circadian rhythm. right? So it knows exactly when you're about to go to sleep. It knows when you're getting tired, and it's going to basically soften everything. Everything gets softened down. Everything gets adjusted in accommodation to the energetic of the person in question, so that you're getting a really good, restful night's sleep. Okay. Odilha asks, is this going to help with the damage of root canals? Yes, absolutely. Your teeth get worked on, Odile. Okay. So you're working with your teeth. We're working with the bones. We're working with calcium in the bones. We're working with bone marrow. We're working with all the bodily systems as well too. Okay. And even if you feel like you want the Taurus bed to work on a certain area of your body, this is where you're just putting your hand on the bed, again, anywhere. It doesn't have to be on a symbol or anything, okay? Just anywhere on the bed. And I want you just to talk to the bed as if it's a person, okay? Don't worry about a script. I could just put my hand on the bed. So, Taurus bed, I'd really like you to work on my teeth tonight. I just had a root canal. I'd really want to clear away this pain. So please work on my teeth tonight as I sleep. Taurus bed will know exactly what you're talking about and will start working with you, okay? Just like the tarot, guys. The Taurus bed is alive. It's a living technology, okay? So you can talk to it because it's your own energy, it's your own intelligence that is powering this bed, okay? It's the center. It's the source point center of every single cell, of every single chakra, and of every single acupoint meridian that is working with your body through the Taurus bed, okay? So Taurus bed is very, very different, right? So you don't need to worry about scripts so much other than the idea of activating or amplifying or reverse amplifying. There's scripts for that. But other than that, if you want to basically go into concentration mode, all you're really doing is just talking to the bed, okay? And you can talk either out loud or you can talk in your mind, right? You can just say, Taurus bed, I'm really feeling sore with my teeth. I'd like you to work on my teeth tonight. Let's help to clear it all away, right? And the Taurus bed will listen to you. You go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, oh my God, the pain's gone. It feels so much better. If I want to even concentrate on the gums, if I want to concentrate on the nerves, if I want to concentrate on my jawbone, I'll do that as well too. I can put those requests in, okay? And the Taurus bed will do that for you. It's a living technology. I have designed it in that way, okay? It's all spirit technology. This is not something that you plug into a wall. This is not an electromagnetic technology. This is a spirit technology. It looks just like a beautifully crafted cotton duvet cover and pillowcases. Okay, it looks absolutely beautiful, but it looks, very common. There's nothing fancy about it, other than what resides within it. Okay, pertaining to prana, pertaining to the commands of power, and that is what Etherics is all about. When I work with these particular forms of household items, everyday items, all I'm doing is just working with it through a symbol, like what you guys see here behind me, right? Looking at the flower of life as an example. And through that symbol, I'm putting in these commands of power through spirit, okay? Going into a certain state of being, right? Seeing yourself in that heightened state of awareness, and then being able to use commands of power to put all of this information in to the items. The items therefore get imbued. Now that they are imbued, they're now spiritual technology. And the material items are functioning as a bridge between spirit and the material world. Right? And you can talk to it because infinite intelligence now resides within that material item like a body, like a vessel, just like this, just like what we are, right? We're inside this physical flesh body, but here is divine infinite intelligence existing within this body. I wouldn't say existing, but basically piloting this body, right? Remote transmission, working with this body, but it is not located anywhere inside the body. You can dissect this body, you will never find anything pertaining to consciousness, okay? Same thing goes with the ether bed kit. You could dissect the duvet cover. You will never find the infinite intelligence that resides within it. But it is, again, non-linear, non-local, okay? And that is the bridge that's connecting the spirit world to the material world. So like I said, this is why Etherics is unlike anything that's out there. It's a very, very powerful spirit technology. It's something that I'm able to work with my abilities with and to pass this on to people from all over the world. When they get these material items, they start healing. So whether it's your bed kit, whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's the ether mat, the yoga mats that we have as well too, apparels, accessories, right? Everything we have is meant to heal, is designed to heal. So this is getting us on into what can we expect when we go into May 1st. So May 1st, like I said, is the revealing of the brand new website. So the brand new website will still be the same website address that it is. It'll still be etherics.co, but we're actually going through the Shopify network. As we're going to the Shopify network, we will have access to fulfillment warehouses. I'm currently in the negotiation stage right now with another friend of mine who's helping to recruit manufacturers who are going to start manufacturing bed kits for us. Okay, they're going to be of a little bit of a different design from what we see of the Taurus bed and of the Prana bed. But basically, in time, we're going to have them deliver bulk amount of these bed kits to warehouses, most likely within the United States. And then we're going to basically get off print on demand. It'll take a little bit of time, but we basically want to not only use the bed kits for warehouses, we want to have the healing code cards there, or the Etherics card decks. We want to have clothing there. We want to have accessories there. We want to have everything that we can offer with Etherics completely through warehouse fulfillment rather than print-on-demand fulfillment, right? So that's kind of our transition. It will take some time, but that's certainly what we're aiming towards altogether. So on May 1st will be the introduction of the new website. Like I said, I think it's going to blow you guys away. It's so nicely organized. Everything's very simple to find. It's easy to use. Everything is available to you. Like, it's really just going to be putting us on the map a lot more too. Okay. So yes, Petra here has a question about, can we talk about the pendants too? Yeah, the engraving services. All right. Yes. So custom engraving services are also available. There's a pre-order right now. I won't be working on the custom engraving until April 25th. Okay, so I still got quite a bit of other work to do. But on April 25th, I will be contacting everybody who has ordered through the custom engravement services. And then we'll be talking about the type of symbol that I've designed for you. Okay, I basically look at the person, I kind of get an idea of the type of symbol that I see for them, and that's what's being placed upon the pendant. When all of that's when the symbol is being placed upon the pendant, then I start imbuing the symbol on the pendant with all the codes. Okay. Now the base codes, this is basically what I refer to it, just the base codes or the baseline codes are very much similar to the Taurus bed. Okay. So when you're getting a custom engraved necklace, or if you decide to get a signet ring as well too, okay, either one is fine. The necklaces are a little bit more of the affordable option, and then the signet rings, they're a little bit more pricier because they're a little bit more of a higher value. But when you get that and you put it on your body, then you're getting very similar effects to like what you would get through the Taurus bed kit. Okay, it's quite a bit of work to do this for every single person, right? So it will take a little bit of time. This is why I've charged it at a pretty decent amount, because it does take some time to get the coding all done for everybody, and also to get the custom codes for you. So you're able to select up to 5 things that you want to have pertaining to your item. Okay, so if you want to say, oh, Brad, I want to enhance my clairvoyance, or Brad, I want to improve my memory a lot more, or Brad, I want to have more vitality coming through my body, or whatever it may be, the 5 custom areas that you want to do, then that will also be included. So like I said, it's a lot of coding work, it's a lot of imbuing work, getting it in there, and I'm basically using a website called picturesongold.com that's going to be providing the engraved necklaces and the engraved signet rings as well too. So once that's all ready, I will basically just let everybody know, right? I'll just be forwarding you the invoices that come through picturesongold.com and letting you guys know about when it will be delivered. So you'll get tracking numbers, just the same as always with other products as well too. But it does take a little bit of time. So I will be going through emails. There's a lot of emails today. So I'll see if I can go through a lot of them on the weekend. Just let everybody know, yes, I got your order. This is when I'll be starting your engravement custom service on April 25th. And in the meantime, you guys can just send me the top 5 things that you want to do. I think you already do that in the form, so never mind. You already do that in the form, the 5 things that you want to have engraved or custom made into the item itself. So if that's enhanced psychic ability, if that's improved memory, whatever it may be, the list is on the form. So I'll just confirm everything with you and just letting everybody know that I'll be starting on the 25th. Again, I can only do up to about 15 people for the rest of April. When we get into May, I'll be doing about 20 people. All right, so I can do about 20 people. But it takes quite a while. This is why I'm not offering it to a lot of people. It's a lot of work. And I'm still running Etherics at the same time. But I enjoy working with the custom engravings. It'll be a great time. It'll be wonderful. I really enjoy it. But there's a lot of work entailed with it. Okay, so if you guys still want to order the custom engravement surface, that is still available. We still have a few spots left. Like I said, I can do up to 15 people here for the month of April. Then when May comes around, I can do up to 20 people for the month of May. Okay, and it'll basically just be like that every single month. 20 for May, 20 for June, so on and so forth. Okay, unless I'm going away, then maybe I can only do about 5 or 10, but I'll let you know. I do have my UK tour here in August, so I might have to cut back on that a little bit, but when that happens, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Okay, Faye Robbins says, I lost 14 pounds with the green ether symbol. Thank you so much. Yes, Faye contacted me not too long ago and told me that she was using the free trial symbol, and she was able to lose 14 pounds just through the symbol alone. That's incredible, guys. Like I said, just talk to the symbol, right? So if I have the Ether Bed trial symbol right here, okay, and I activate it because this is the blue one, right? So I would just say free trial symbol activate, okay? And then once I activate it, then I just start talking to it. So I really want to lose weight. I want to lose weight in my body. And I'm putting that down on my chest, and I'm just letting it go to work, and it will do it. Okay, so this again is, I can't even really predict of how amazing the symbols will work for you, because you're talking directly to spirit. Okay, and you can lose weight, right? You can improve the condition of your organs. You can improve your eyesight by putting those symbols down. You can improve the pigmentation of your skin, right? You can clear away toxins. This is all part of the healing mode that's contained in the Prana Bed. Okay, so it's very, very amazing. So even if you guys don't want to grab any product right away, you don't have to. Just go into the free samples and start using the free samples. Use them for a few days and let me know how you feel about them. Now that you're getting some great improvement, why not amplify it and take it to a greater potency by getting a bed kit, or by getting an ether mat, or by getting a clothing item or anything of that nature, right? Because they basically have much more, right? So the free samples are just that, they're free samples, right? But that's the lightest type of healing that you're getting, is from the samples. When you actually start to order some of the products, you get much more potent delivery of the healing effects on yourself. So that's great news, Faye, that you've already lost 14 pounds just by working with the free trial symbol. Now imagine when you're in the ether bed, when you're in the prana bed, when you're in the Taurus bed, right? How amazing you're going to feel. This is the whole idea, guys, right? These are material items, so we do have to purchase material items. But when you do purchase the material item and you put it on your bed or you're laying down on a mat, you're going to feel amazing. Like, my whole body has changed by working with it. I've given my testimonial regarding the ether bed kit, the prana bed. When I first started, my legs were in very, very terrible shape, right? They were constantly aching, they were constantly sore, and I slept in the ether bed, and after a few days, I started feeling the shin splints starting to go away. My calf muscles were feeling a lot better. My tendons were feeling a lot better. They weren't so tight. They were getting a lot more loosened, I guess the best way to put it is, right? So a lot of everything regarding my legs, how sore it was, the achiness, the stiffness, all of it went away within a few days, right? That's basically my testimony. I'm still getting improvements as well too. I'm getting so much more energy in the day as well too. I wake up in the morning and I'm happy to start the day. Before the ether bed kit, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I get up now, right? I was just very, very grumbly about getting up in the morning. When I get up in the morning, okay, yeah, fresh start, let's go ahead, let's do this, okay? Getting the energy to really starting the day. Ether bed has really, really helped. The prana bed, because I just have the prana bed right now. My Taurus bed is on the way. But right now I'm still using the prana bed, and then when I get the Taurus bed, I'll just be putting that on top of the prana bed as well too. I might actually just try the Taurus bed by itself to see how it is, and then mix and match the two together. So yes, very, very exciting. And again, Faye, that's great news. I'm glad you were able to lose 14 pounds just with the free trial symbols. That's fantastic. All right, I'm just looking to see if there's any questions, any more questions in the chat. But it looks like I think I've tackled most of them. Okay, this one is from Odile, who says, amazing, it's old ones, but I know it killed some nerves that refer damage to organs. Thank you so much. Yeah, so basically root canals are terrible. They're just a terrible thing to do. I've never supported them. I had a root canal when I was a teenager. It's one of the most excruciating experiences ever. It's horrible, right? It's like being strapped into a medieval torture device, right? And they're just going, they're stabbing your tooth, they're just killing the nerve. It's horrible, right? I mean, this is not medicine. This is barbarism. So no, I never would recommend getting a root canal, especially with this technology. Now that you have this technology, we can go in and we can heal the root. We can heal the nerve. Okay, the nerves can be healed through the prana bed. The nerves can be healed through the Taurus bed. The nerves can be healed through the ether mat, through the clothing that you wear, through the free trial symbols that you guys have. Okay, we are learning to rebuild the nerves. We are learning to rebuild the roots. We're learning to rebuild the teeth. We're learning to rebuild the entire infrastructure of our body. We have this capability, and guys, you're doing all the work. That's the amazing thing. This is not some outside force that's coming in and saying, oh, I'll take care of you, I'll do all this stuff. No, this is your power, right? This is the power that exists within you. You know, one of our mottos in Etherics is inner power outwards. Okay, so we're taking the inner power that you have within yourself and you're bringing it out through the material items that you're using, and it's healing you up. Okay, and like I said, if you guys don't believe me, you go check out the testimonials that are on Etherics. It blows you away. Okay, people are healing their diabetes, people are healing their backs, people are healing their arthritis. I've had people who said that they've been healing their Parkinson's disease. Okay, so there's all kinds of different transformations taking place just by using the ether bed kits, right? The prana bed and the Taurus bed. Okay, and people are letting me know constantly. Like I said, Faye is on here today, letting everybody know that she's lost 14 pounds just doing that, working with the symbol as well too. This is very powerful, guys. But you are the power, right? So we're just using that material item as a bridge. It's a medium. It's functioning as a vessel to helping you. It's navigating and it's governing your power and putting it to work for you to heal yourself. When you start working with Etherics and you get benefits out of it, that is you proving to yourself how powerful you are. Okay? Because it's your power. It's your life force energy. It's your source point. That's what's going to work. It's not something outside. It's not some entity coming outside and coming in and trying to possess you. That's nonsense. Okay, this is actually quite scientific, even though it is a spirit technology, right? It's just being programmed to go in, to work with your solar plexus, if you have the prana bed, to work with your source point centers of your cells, of your chakras, and of your acupoint meridians through the Taurus bed to go in and start clearing everything, right? It's your power. It's the amazing thing about this. You have the power to heal yourself completely, and this technology is proving it to you. Right? That's how amazing it is. S Loves Roses says, you offer the cap for regrowing hair. Not a cap person. Can we use the cloth for the same thing? Yes, you can. Okay. So whether it's the cloth, whether it's the towel, even if you just have your shirt and you just want to put a shirt over your head, that's fine as well too. If you want to do that, that's okay. I should be getting some more varieties of different hats very soon as well too. Okay. We're still just rolling out, guys. Like we're very young. We're a young pup. Okay. Etherics has only been out since January, right? We still got a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of products to debut as well too. Just next month, we're also going to be getting into environmental healing as well too. We're going to work with environmental technology that you can actually start putting magnets on vehicles. Now, here's the interesting thing about this, okay? One of the biggest problems we have in the world today, of course, is automobiles, right? From not just gas-powered vehicles, but from electric vehicles as well too. Electric vehicles create really harmful emissions, okay? And they're full of electromagnetic frequencies. They're full of ELFs as well too, extreme low frequencies. So they're basically an electrical nightmare. Well, here's where Etherics comes along. You would basically have a magnet, and you put the magnet as close to the battery supply of your vehicle as possible. And what that will do is that will actually create a field around the entire car, neutralizing all of the harmful effects of the electricity, the dirty electricity that's there. Now, Nothing will happen to your car. You will still be able to run it. But everything that would be used to harm humans, harm animals, harm life, harm nature would be completely and totally neutralized, right? You could still take out an EMF detector. You'll see there's still EMFs, but those EMFs have been rendered harmless. So that's what happens. There's people who actually go around electric vehicles and they get headaches, right? They may actually feel nauseous. They actually start to feel dizzy, right? They feel like their heart may be going through some palpitations, some heart murmurs as well too, okay? All of that gets eliminated. You take a certain magnet that we're going to be creating and you put that as close to the electric vehicle's battery supply as possible. And that is where everything pertaining to the electromagnetic frequencies, ELFs, signals, all of that are very harmful will become completely neutralized, okay? A lot of those particular forms of EMFs and ELFs, guys, have vertical waves, okay? Remember what I've talked about with vertical waves. That's why a lot of us are sick. A lot of us are sick especially because of technology. A lot of us are sick because of EMF, ELF, pollution bombardment, Wi-Fi signals, okay? 5G, okay? Electrical pollution, electrical toxicity. So Etherics, when it comes along and you put these magnets on your electric vehicle, completely neutralizes and cancels out those vertical waves so that everything's now horizontal, right? So here's a vertical wave that represents toxicity, poison, radiation, and we're turning it into this. When it's a horizontal wave, that works with nature. It works in harmony with yourself. We can actually turn those waves around to actually heal you, okay? And that's what Etherics will do as well too, is it's going to take everything pertaining to those electrical waves, it's going to harmonize them, and they're actually going to function as carriers to actually heal you while you're in your car, okay? That's how cool Etherics is, all right? The same thing goes for gas-powered vehicles, okay? So what you would do is you would take a magnet and you would put it by the gas tank, okay? Just pop it on your gas tank of your vehicle. And what that does is that neutralizes all the vertical waves pertaining to the pollution of your gasoline. Your gasoline becomes neutralized, which means you'll still turn on the engine. There'll still be fumes coming out, but the fumes will be rendered harmless. They will not harm nature. They will not harm people. They will not harm animals. They've been completely neutralized. They've been horizontal lined. Okay? And again, we can also work with the electronic systems within the gas-powered vehicles as well too, to again have a flat wave because they also have electronic emissions. Okay, so we're putting one on the gas tank and we're putting one as close to the battery as possible. Okay, so if you're putting that over your hood, if you're putting that on the side of your car, maybe under the frame, that's fine as well too. Wherever you feel you can stick it, because it'll have a wide range of activity, right? It'll basically have about a 6-foot range where you can actually put it in the car. And again, it's going to harmonize all of your electrical signals, and it's going to harmonize the gasoline. Okay, that's for gas-powered vehicles. Okay, for electric vehicles, it's going to completely harmonize the electricity all together, and it's also going to be using that electricity as a means to actually help heal you. It's going to function with carrier waves. Carrier waves will come in, and you'll actually start getting harmonized. The entire car will start getting cleaned. The entire truck, the vehicle, whatever the vehicle is, will start getting cleaned by the very electrical emissions it's been using to try and pollute everything. So we turn the vertical into horizontal, and we clean everything. That is a tremendous benefit. And also I'm going to be making the magnets at a very affordable price as well too, right? I'm thinking you'll probably even be able to pick up a multitude of different magnets for a relatively a good affordable price. And you can tell this to your neighbors, tell them what they're doing. Just stick the magnet. Stick the magnet on the gas tank. That'll neutralize the effects of the gasoline, all that pollution, all that toxicity, all those dirty metals. Everything gets neutralized, right? So even if something is inhaled in the body, it's still neutralized. It's not going to hurt you, okay? We have the capability of doing this through Etherics technology. So that's going to be working together with vehicles. That's the vehicle front, okay? So that's environmental healing for vehicles. It's going to be environmental healing for outdoors, involving posters, magnets, and stickers, okay? And I'm also going to be working with certain types of geometries as well too that encourage an omnidirectional output where you can actually get the greater flow of the healing energies that's going to clear away toxins in the air, dirty electricity in the air, Wi-Fi signals, pollutants, pollens, radiation, everything like that is going to get completely neutralized we are going to see the complete and total downfall of everything representing the vertical radiation, turning it into harmonious radiation, right? So it's radiation itself, but it's basically just being taken out of its vertical context of pollution and harm and neutralized so that's harmless, and we can actually transform it into something that's actually healing, right? That goes for 5G towers. That goes for cell towers. It goes for everything, okay? You can put it anywhere. You can just pop a poster up on the street. You can put a sticker somewhere, right? It also helps to encourage positive energies. If you're putting this in the middle of the city, it's going to be emanating a field of positive energy. It's going to be working with people, clearing away the negativity, clearing away their vertical waves, okay? I have very, very big ideas for the environmental healing of things. When you start bringing etherics around, right, it's going to help to really clear away a lot of the pollution. Environmental pollution, electrical pollution, thought pollution, emotional pollution, mental pollution, physical pollution. It's all going to be worked on. So these are revolutionary transformational devices. Very simple. Magnets, stickers, posters, right? There will even be some free ones that you can just download and print off, stick them in your house, okay? They're going to transform everything. They will transform the electricity in your house. They will transform the moods in your house. They will clear away any forms of allergens, pollen, radiation, toxicity within the air, neutralizing it all, okay? They all just represent the nature of vertical bands, of vertical waves. And we're just taking the vertical and we're making it horizontal, okay? Horizontal is the nature of being able to make everything much more harmonious. Can you imagine if we start getting thousands and thousands of people doing this? They start going around the cities, they start putting up magnets, they start putting up posters, they start putting up stickers, and you don't even have to activate it. They're immediately activated as soon as you get them, right? And you just pop them somewhere, okay? And you have that on your vehicle as you're cleaning everything up. This is the key. We're using the power of spirit to completely and totally reharmonize ourselves and our environment, okay? So that's what I'm going to be working on a great deal in the month of May, relating to the environmental technology for etherics as well too. Petra says, transform the electricity bill. Well, basically electricity still works the way it is. We're not here to cancel out the electricity. But what we are is we're here to cancel out the electricity's effects, right? We're not making it harmful. But there still will be electricity bill, unfortunately, right? Because we're not trying to cut out supply because, well, then you're going to have a blackout, right? So that's not what we're trying to do. So if you're imagining just waves like this, waves of energy, and a lot of them are vertical, all we're doing is we're neutralizing those vertical waves and we're making them horizontal, right? And now we can take those horizontal waves, we can transmute them, and we can use them as healing waves, okay? So our entire planet has really been bombarded by dirty, nasty electricity. And the goal is not to take the grid down. The goal is to transmute the grid. And that's what Etherics is going to do, bit by bit. I'm also going to eventually, in time, maybe talk to some leaders, maybe I have to talk to some mayors, and just tell them about the power that this has. And maybe we can start getting it much more into official capacity. I would like to see Etherics of stickers or magnets or anything of that nature being put on top of cell towers, right? And just neutralizing the signal. Like I said, we're not taking down the ability for people to use Wi-Fi or the ability to take down in using your phone. But what we're doing is we're cleaning the signals, okay? So it's very similar to what Dr. Abraham Karim has been doing with biogeometry, right? As he's gone through to Switzerland, as he has this deep Egyptian knowledge of being able to use geometry to harmonize everything. And that's basically what Etherics is doing, but in a bit of a different way. We don't have to use geometry, but we use geometry as a container to hold the charge, to keep it much more permanent. That's why I use geometry for Etherics, right? Geometry is being used, and it will be used a lot more advanced, on a much more advanced level, because shape is very important, because that can represent the nature of transmission, okay? But I'm basically using certain types of shapes just in regards to an array that is holding the charge of the Etherics technology, so that it is much more long-standing. It lasts a lot longer, right? For as long as that picture is around, for as long as that geometry is around. If it's not cut in half, if it's not torn, then it's going to be working altogether. Like I said, guys, the sky's the limit. I have so many ideas for Etherics. right? And this is really what I feel I'm being called to do, is to really bring out this technology to help thousands, if not millions of people around the world heal, right? We heal ourselves, we heal our space, we heal our environment, we heal our neighbors, okay? Because it's all your own energy. As soon as the codes touch you, it's your energy working. Your energy is going to work, and it's harmonizing everything. It's neutralizing everything. It's bringing everything into divine balance. All right. This is a question here from, not really a question. Bonnie says, placed in the bedroom of negative people. Yeah. But the reason why people are negative is because they're being bombarded by these vertical waves. Okay. These vertical waves are much more than the idea of just dirty electricity. They're also transmitters as well too. Okay. There's an agenda that's going on. It's like looking at this polluted veil that represents a lot of these vertical waves, and they're being used as chaotic signals. And people will just naturally go into chaos. They'll feel angry, they'll feel irritated, they'll feel separated, they'll feel anxious, they'll feel desperate, they'll feel in despair. And when you start canceling those waves and everything starts going horizontal, those programs are eliminated. Okay? You're no longer feeling so irritated, because it's like pins and needles that are being put into you every single day, and depending upon the intensity of the energy, it can be like daggers. Okay? Where people are very much oversensitive to the bombardment of harmful EMFs, ELFs, Wi-Fi signals, electrical pollution that is all over the planet. It's all over. It's everywhere, right? So something like this needs to come out. I'm glad that the people at Biogeometry is doing work to help with this as well too. Okay, and Etherics is going to do the work as well too, right? Biogeometry is somewhat close to what we're doing, but we're a little bit more different. But I would love to work together with Biogeometry, because I'm actually starting to learn biogeometry a lot more, and it's quite fascinating. Okay, the same thing with radiesthesia, the same thing with psionic healing, okay? The same thing with radionics, psionics, all of that. It's all basically the same, but we're working with vibrations. We're learning about the science of vibration, and we're learning how to cancel out, clear away the harmful and transmute it into something much more positive and much more healing, okay? The electrical systems we have on the planet can be transmuted. They can be transmuted into something much more pleasant, much more beneficial for the planet. Okay, that's what Etherics is doing. But unfortunately, the ignorance of humanity is basically saying, oh, we'll just unintentionally poison people because we're trying to make money. Okay, and that's wrong. You do not, put people's healths at risk so that you guys can have Wi-Fi. You do not put people's health at risk so you guys can have coverage on your phone. Okay? You do not put people's health at risk so that they can drive electrical vehicles. You do not put people's health at risk pertaining to a lot of this technological pollution that is all around us, that a solution needs to be taken care of. Biogeometry is doing a great job. Etherics is going to do a great job as well too. Okay? And we're going to work to clean as much of the planet up as possible with the Etherics technology. Okay? I'm also going to be creating a platform for students here in the next little while as we get closer to the summertime. So around June, I'm going to be creating some online courses where you guys will learn how to develop yourselves in becoming Etherics practitioners. So that's going to be very interesting at the same time, because then you guys will learn how to be practitioners. You guys will naturally know how to use these codes. You'll know how to be experts in regards to this technology, and you'll be able to, again, function as affiliates. Working together with Etherics, you would basically be Etherics coaches, and you would go out to the world. You would introduce the technology. You would also have the power within yourself to do command codes, to empower yourself with this. So there is going to be an Etherics Academy coming soon, okay? Probably around the time of June or so. I have some of my old students who I spent 7 months with training, and a lot of them are going to be hands-on coaches for you guys as well too. So that's going to be coming here very, very. Lots of ideas, guys. I got, the gears spinning around in my head quite a bit. So there's going to be a lot to come here. This one's from Celia. Celia says, will this magnet work in the house when placed on the electrical box? That's exactly what it's for, Celia. Okay. So you're basically going to have a multi-purpose magnet. It's not just going to have one little function to it. It's going to have a multitude. It's going to completely harmonize your entire grid. Okay. So I would actually encourage you to put a magnet on the electrical box. Okay, I would encourage you to put up posters or stickers around the house, put one in every single room. Okay, and you're harmonizing your entire space. I would recommend you go outside. You go into your backyard. Maybe you put a poster up there. Maybe you put a magnet out there, whatever it may be. Okay, and we're basically harmonizing the entire space. I would suggest you walk around the neighborhood. You find a nice tree. You put something up there on the tree, right? And that is also helping to harmonize your space. Just take them out, because you're going to have some free ones as well too. You'll have some free ones that you can print out on your printer. You can take to a print shop, maybe make them into something very durable, and you can put them around the neighborhood. Okay, and some of them will go very, very far. Some of them can go anywhere from 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet. I'm going to see if I can even get 100 feet going. Okay, and we can harmonize the entire neighborhood. Just with one of those, we could basically go out, harmonize all of the dirty electricity, turning it from vertical to horizontal. Right? So there's a lot of things that the environmental products, I don't really have a name for them right now, but I'll think of a good name. But the environmental technology we'll use, right, that will really help out people, help out the entire neighborhood, help out the environment, okay? Because I know how to make these. They're not difficult. It takes a little bit of time, but the whole way of it is simplex. It's just a matter of doing the legwork, right? And I have to just get into legwork, but I'll do that as I start working with more stuff with Etherics, because there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe right now. Celia also asked, will this be able to convert the wasted energy of the car so that the gas can be used up more efficiently? Basically, if I'm understanding you correctly, is basically trying to use fuel efficiency. I can't guarantee that, okay? Because that's the natural processes of your inner technology for the car, okay? In regards to its fuel economy, in regards to how it's built, I can't guarantee that, and that's not really my purpose, okay? I'm not here to give you guys fuel efficiency. What I'm basically here to do is help you to clean the fuel that you use, okay? So this is why we have a magnet that is attached to the fuel tank, where the fuel inside is being rendered harmless, okay? So that even when there's emissions coming out, those emissions will not pollute because there's no vertical waves in them, okay? This is the science behind everything. Behind physical matter, guys, is vibration, okay? Vibration is what makes physical matter what it is. And vibration is sound, okay? So everything that makes up physical matter is through the power of sound, okay? Light is nothing more than a sound wave existing within the ether. This is exactly what Nikola Tesla said. Light is just a sound wave of the ether. When we're looking at physical matter, this is, again, sound. Sound, vibration, that is making matter this dense, okay? So all we're doing is we're taking the vibrations that exist around and in matter and basically neutralizing them so that they're not harmful, okay? So cars will naturally create harmful emissions. Now, again, I'm talking about the gas-powered cars, right? They'll work to create harmful emissions as they expel all the waste coming out of the gasoline being processed. So what we're doing is we're going right into the fuel tank, and we're neutralizing everything. So all the toxic effects that are being spewed out of your exhaust will not exist. It's going from here to here, okay? That's what I'm doing with the cars, okay? I'm not here to give you better fuel efficiency, okay? I'm not a tech like that. I'm not a mechanic. So I'm not the guy to do that. Maybe down the road we'll see. But right now it's mainly just to take the energy from the fuel tank, or basically the vibrations from the fuel itself, coming out of the fuel exhaust and neutralizing them so that they're not hurting the environment, okay? What we're also doing is we're clearing away all the electrical signals and the electrical pollution from a gas-powered car, gas-powered vehicle, and an electric-powered vehicle, okay? They both have that, and we're neutralizing that, turning it from vertical to horizontal, okay? So everything gets completely neutralized, and we can also use that energy to heal. That's the goal. That's what I want to do for the vehicles. Because again, we need to clean up nature, right? I can't speak for fuel efficiency. That has to be the type of vehicle that you need to look into and talk to a mechanic who has that capability. I'm not mechanically minded in that way. I'm spiritually minded, all right? Yeah, Maria says, I've been following Dr. Kareem's work, and I purchased his book on biogeometry. Yeah, I have one of his books as well, too, on biosignatures as well, too. He's a very intelligent man, so I'm looking forward. I'm still learning a lot about biogeometry. I'm taking their foundation course here in May, so I'm looking forward to that as well, too, because it gives me a lot of ideas for Etherics. I'm mainly taking biogeometry to integrate it into Etherics, right? To use a lot of their ideas and kind of turn it into something significant that I can use for Etherics, right? And I'd still be interested in talking to a lot of the people in biogeometry to work together with them as well, too. And we need to work together. That's the important thing. Is I don't see biogeometry as competition as well, too. I see them as a cooperation, right? I see them as brothers and sisters together, united in a similar cause. So I would certainly work with biogeometry specialists, no doubt whatsoever, okay? Thank you, guys. I think that's going to wrap up everything for this episode of the Etherics live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, feel free to go on the website right now. Like I said, the Taurus Bed kits pre-orders are sold out, but we still have some room for custom engraving. Okay, so I can have up to 15 people here for April. And you can, again, also check out more of the products that are available. We also have, let me just go down here, okay. So we also have the promo code going on right now, April 17, okay, 17% off. That does not relate to the pre-orders, okay. But other than the pre-orders, you can get 17% off all products that are available on Etherics right now. So website is etherics.co. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Oops, wrong button there. There we go. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Om Shanti 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 Namaskar, and may it be well with you. Take care.